What made you finally realize that your family never truly loved you? I always thought my birthday didn't matter because it fell near the holidays. Every year it was the same. A single gift with a tag that said Merry Birthmas, some half-eaten cake left over from my cousin's party, and my name scribbled last on the card that was clearly addressed to someone else first. But I told myself it was fine. Families forget, families get busy, right? It wasn't until my grandma's will was read that I started question it. She'd passed that October. I'd been with her every Sunday, painting her nails, cooking her soup, reading her old mystery paperbacks out loud when her eyes got too tired. She used to squeeze my hand and whisper, "You're the only one who makes time for me." So when the lawyer read the will and everything, every single thing went to my older brother Noah, I just sat there stunned. Noah, who hadn't visited her in months. Noah, who once called her dead weight in front of the family because she wanted help up the stairs. My mom barely looked at me. She just said, "It's for the best. You wouldn't know what to do with antique furniture anyway." I nodded. I went home. I didn't cry. Then came Easter. I brought a dish, stuffed shells, grandma's recipe, and my mother turned up her nose. "It's too salty," she said. Sarah, my sister-in-law, smiled and scraped hers into the trash. When I got up to leave, Noah called out, "You could at least try to be grateful for the invite." That's when I realized I hadn't been invited. No one had sent me a message. I'd seen the event on Facebook, assumed it was for the whole family. I left without saying goodbye. 3 weeks later, I found out Mom had given Grandma's locket, the one I'd always admired, the one she used to let me wear during tea parties, to Sarah. "She's carrying our next generation," Mom said, beaming. "That locket belongs with someone who understands legacy." I didn't argue. I didn't ask for it back. But something shifted. I started pulling away, skipping dinners, muting group texts. The more distance I put between us, the louder the silence became. That summer, I was offered a job in Denver. It paid less, but it was in my field and came with housing. I called Mom to tell her, and there was this long pause. Then she said, "So you're running away again?" I said no. She said, "Don't expect us to visit." I moved anyway. I made friends. I met my partner. I built something small and quiet, but it was mine. For the first time, birthdays came with candles I'd bought myself, not leftovers. I sent Grandma's recipe to my friend Emily, who loved it so much she started calling it grief shells. I laughed harder than I had in years. Then came the wedding. Not mine. Noah and Sarah were renewing their vows. Destination style, everyone got an invitation. Everyone except me. I only found out because Sarah posted a reel of her dress fitting and tagged the whole family. It wasn't an oversight. It wasn't a mistake. It was intentional. That night, I opened a file on my computer titled Emergency Contact. I changed every field, replaced Mom's name with Emily's, removed Noah and Sarah. I added my partner's sister, who once picked me up from a migraine attack without hesitation. I added my neighbor, who brought me soup when I had the flu. I added people who showed up. And then I closed the file and finally cried. Not because I missed my family, but because I didn't anymore. Not really. Because love isn't something you should have to prove. It isn't conditional. It doesn't punish you for being different, or for remembering birthdays, or for wanting a seat at the table.